back live in downtown Bartow at Sci-Fi Sean, the coolest store on Main Street in downtown Bartow. Main Street Comics and Memorabilia. Not only are they a huge Sci-Fi Bartow supporter, but they do all types of fandom events when we're done with the zombie apocalypse. But they do street fairs down here on the corner. Batman Day. They do Avengers Day. They do all kinds of awesome things. They even have a Halloween comic book horror fest down here. They close down this little street beside them, and they throw it, and it's a cross promotion between their store and Sci-Fi Bartow. We're live inside the comic book shop, and there are so many things to talk about here that you can only imagine. If you are into comic books or collectibles and you're anywhere near Bartow, you need to come see Main Street Comics and Memorabilia. It's a family-owned comic book store. Deanna is the daughter. She runs the front counter here. Her dad, John, and her mom, Virginia. They're great people, the Harrisons. They have been a big supporter of me and my events and all that, and I support them 100%. I never collected comic books, but I buy comic books from these people, and they are surviving through the zombie apocalypse, and they're doing great, and they're open for business. They are essential because you have to read something while you're going brain dead and hiding from Coors Light virus zombies.
Coors Light?
Isn't that what it's called?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, it's the Mexican beer. It's Dos Equis virus.
There you go. That'll work.
I normally don't get viruses, but when I do, it's Dos Equis virus.
I don't think that's it, Sean.
That isn't it? No, I thought that it was. No. They have everything from pop heads to metal collectible signs. I am looking, you can't see behind you, but I see 3 or 4 signs that I've actually have in my own collection that I've picked up from Main Street Comics and Memorabilia. So normally we're talking a science fiction.
Right.
To add it to, this is talking sci-fi because that's what you're watching. So instead of talking about science fiction, because we're in a comic book store, we're going to talk about something non-science fiction.
Oh, well, first of all, I'd like to point out that this is where I buy my wife's anniversary gifts from.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. She loves Jack Skellington.
That's right. She does.
This is where I come to get it.
It's nice to know that you're throwing out, just so you know, ladies, I know that Randy's really hot, and he likes to throw out that he's married because he gets a lot of mail about, hey, you want to go out on a date? No, because the Coors Light virus is out there and we can't go anywhere to eat right now. So thanks for throwing that out about Ashley.
Hey,
so
yeah. Hey, I got something to say.
Okay.
If the Coors Light doesn't take you out, can I?
That's no. Anyhow, a non-science fiction or comic book related thing we're going to talk about. Okay,
let's do it.
Boy, it's hard because that's usually all that I watch is Marvel and all that. You know.
Yeah. What about Real Genius? Let's talk about
No, that's a science fiction movie.
Would you say that?
Yes, I would.
Guess so, yeah.
Think about it. You know, that's like saying...
What about Big Trouble in Little China?
That's a fantasy science fiction.
Man.
Get on up. We could talk about James Bond, but that kind of trips the light fantastic a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
How about... Boy, it's hard to pick, isn't it?
The Notebook. Did you cry in The Notebook, Sean?
What's that? Anyway, this has been Talking Sci-Fi with Sci-Fi Sean and just Randy, who is a big sissy boy watching girly movies. That's probably where he went. We'll see you next time. Hey, what's up, Bartow? We are still live on Main Street in downtown Bartow, so if you hear some cars going by, that's proof that we're here live. We haven't run into the first zombie yet on our tour of the apocalypse that has affected downtown Bartow. But we are in front of a really awesome store called Antiques on Main. The owner looks very familiar to the moviegoers, especially if you are a Star Wars fan. When I first met Tony, who owns Antiques on Main, I thought it was George Lucas. And we're going to have him live here in a little bit. He is open, but he's going to be closing down for a week until, what do we got, May 2nd.
May 2nd.
Because he's going to be bringing in a whole bunch of awesome new things for the antiques. This is one of the coolest antique stores on Main Street, Bartow. There are good half dozen more antique shops, and it's a great place if you love antiques. Main Street, Bartow, on their district downtown, is awesome. You will find some unique things. I found things in Tony's store, from gargoyle heads to Wizard of Oz stand-up figures. He's located conveniently right here on Main Street. We'll give you address. It's 375 Main Street. Come on down and check out Antiques on Main. They are awesome. Hey, we're back live with George Lucas. Cue Star Wars music now. Anyway, this is my good friend Tony. He owns Antiques on Main, and tell us a little bit about your shop, Tony, please.
We've been here about 10 years now, downtown Bartow, and we're very fortunate. We thank everybody. We do antiques, vintage. We have painted furniture in the store also. We're having a good time here in downtown Bartow.
So what have you been doing with yourself through this whole pandemic quarantine? I know you've been working, but...
Going crazy. My wife made me clean out the entire back room. It was totally emptied, which was 10 years of stuff thrown everywhere.
Wow.
And now you can walk back there and everything's organized. The projects are where they're supposed to be, which is good. It was kind of a blessing in disguise that this happened, because I had time to fix things that had to be fixed. Today we're finally organizing everything. We're going to clean the whole store down and get ready to open up again.
Fantastic. Tony's a big supporter of Sci-Fi Bartow,
yes,
which happens once a year in February. And we thank you. I'm going to fist pump you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for staying open and supporting Bartow.
Well, whatever we can do to help Bartow, we love it. Thank you very much.
We'll see you soon, bud.
Thank you.
How's it going? Here's our another stop on our tour of downtown Bartow during the zombie apocalypse. Still have not run into any zombies yet.
Not yet.
But we're here on Main Street to a business that has just opened up, and I wanted to talk to them. They have allowed us to come in. It is the Flower Cart of Bartow. We talked to the owner, Sally, very nice lady, and she's glad to be on Main Street, and they're open for business. So just remember, if you're looking for flowers or any other, they have some great gifts in here that I'm looking at. And Randy's going to take a few pictures to show you.
Absolutely.
But come in and make sure you tell them that Sci-Fi, Sean, and Just Randy sent you. They're not going to give you a discount. They might charge you more, but they're here, and we're so happy that they're part of Main Street, and we wanted to put them on our tour of the zombie apocalypse, Sci-Fi Bartow style. Or I'm sorry, what is it? What is our show called? Talking Sci-Fi Style. I got Sci-Fi Bartow in the brain.
What?
Style. Did I say style?
Yeah, I have style. Do you have style?
I have spirit. Yes, I do.
Look at this.
We have spirit. Yes, we do.
COVID-19 has got my hair.
What kind of product do you put in that hair?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah, it's overgrown.
It's just that I haven't washed my hair in like a week to 2 week look kind of a situation.
Well, it shouldn't, because it gets washed regularly.
Does it really?
But I don't put anything in it.
You don't put any product. No product.
That's called a pillow head right there.
We decided to put this tiki in the background because they have some really unique gifts. I'm not switching gears or anything, but this episode is about the shops in Bartow, and I want to.
That's right.
I pick on Randy all the time
about
his stinky hair that he doesn't wash, but every 3 or 4 weeks. So, anyway, Flower Cart of Bartow.
Where did they come from?
They were actually on the outskirts of Bartow a little bit, where Hungry Howie's is. We're talking for you guys that know nothing about Bartow.
Outskirts of Bartow.
Yeah, the outskirts of Bartow.
That's the outskirts of Bartow.
That's what I always called it. where all the
past Dairy Queen.
No, that's the outskirts. You're right. It's on this side of the Dairy Queen. But anyway, they're downtown Bartow now. Come check it out. Very awesome gifts, and we really thank Flower Cart for letting us take a few minutes to talk about them on This is Talking Sci-Fi with Sci-Fi Sean.
Hey, Just Randy.
Hey, we didn't talk anything about science fiction in this.
We didn't. We better get
we need
to
to.
it.
All right, so flowers in science fiction. Star Trek had multiple run-ins with different types of flowers. Did you know that? There was this episode called This Side of Paradise. They beamed down to the planet. These flowers would turn. They were kind of living flowers, and they would spray these spores. Find the picture.
Okay,
it shows
and
they spray Mr. Spock, and it makes him a happy guy, and it's kind of it's an alien force taking over.
Okay.
So I don't see any. It was like a tulip-looking flower. So, oh wait, maybe this is one here. Let me smell it. Hi, how are you? I love you. Do you want to kiss me in my mouth? That flower smelled really good, but it was something like that. Seriously. So.
Wow. Okay.
Yep.
Anything else? Any other shows that have flowers?
They went to there was an episode of original Star Trek called The Apple, and they had a plant there that would also look like a big tulip or something, and it would turn around and have these little spikes in it, and it would shoot him and hit him in the chest, and it would kill you dead. Mr. Spock got hit. It's always Mr. Spock. Mr. Spock in the original Star Trek is the guy that always has something.
Did he wear a red shirt?
No, he had a blue shirt, believe it or not.
So you knew he was going to get hurt, but he wouldn't die.
Right, because it's Mr. Spock. So
What was the movie about the search for Spock? Was he wearing red in that?
no, he was dead for most of that movie.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, you don't watch those old Star Trek movies anyway. Anyway, Flower Cart, downtown Bartow, come check it out. No poisonous plants, nothing that spits spores at you or dangerous poisonous thorns.
Right.
So you're safe from that. Remember, social distancing. That's hard to say.
It is.
Can you say it?
Social distancing?
Yeah, that's hard, isn't it?
It is.
Anyway, we'll see you next time.